You're listening to the Passionate Proof podcast, where we bring you empowering episodes on manifestation, mindset, and so much more to discover, find, or fuel your passion. I'm your host, Ellie Hendricks, and my mission is to enable you to be the proof to your passion and make it your paycheck. Hi everyone, welcome back to the Passionate Proof podcast. If you're new here, I am your host, Ellie Hendricks, and in this episode, we are going to discuss values, what they are, and how to determine your values. I actually have a free workshop on tonight called Values and Visionary. And if you are listening to this in real time, it is Wednesday, the 13th of April at 6 p.m. And I will also put a link below in the show notes for you to join the Facebook page and have access to the Zoom link tonight. So, I actually have been really unwell the past few weeks, so I do apologize in advance for my froggy voice. I didn't have COVID, but I guess this really does show that I love recording these podcasts for you guys, and whether if that's you're listening on your preferred podcast platform or if you're watching on YouTube. Also, if you do enjoy my podcast, I would really appreciate it if you took the time to subscribe and a few seconds out of your day to leave a 5-star review, whether if that's just by clicking the stars or a written review on what you loved about the show. And I'm open to any episode request to myself at the Passionate Proof podcast on Instagram or Facebook. So what are values and how do you determine your values? Values are individual beliefs that motivate people to act one way or another and serve as a guide for human behavior. Think of values as the things that are most important to you. They are the things that motivate you and guide your decisions. We may have many values and different ones in different areas of our life. For example, as individuals, as an employee of a company, whether if you're a business owner, family, groups, and communities. These may also overlap and may change over time as you evolve as a human being. Your values should determine your priorities, and deep down, they're probably the measures you use to tell if your life is turning out the way you want it to. When the things that you do and the way you behave matches your values, life is usually good. You're satisfied and content. But when these don't align with your personal values, that's when things feel wrong, out of alignment, not really happy with yourself, which can result in unhappiness, unfulfillment, not really knowing who you are deep down. And this is why making a conscious effort to identify your values is crucial. Okay, so now if you have a pen and paper handy, let's determine your values based on the information we've just discussed about what values are, and I'll give you a step-by-step evaluation and questions to guide you to think about and determine your values. After I say the question, you can write down an answer, pause it just to reflect and actually make sure that the information is integrating. Step 1 is to identify the times when you are happiest. Find examples from both your career and personal life. This will ensure some balance in your answers. So I really want you to think about, what were you doing? Were you with other people? And if so, who were they? And what other factors contributed to your happiness? Step 2, identify the times when you were most proud. Use examples from your career and personal life. Why were you proud? Did other people share your pride? And if so, who were they? What other factors contributed to your feelings of pride? Step 3, identify the times when you were most fulfilled and satisfied. Again, use both work and personal examples. What need or desire was fulfilled? How and why did the experience give your life meaning? What other factors contributed to your feelings of fulfillment? Step 4. Determine your top values based on your experiences of happiness, pride, and fulfillment. Examine why each experience was truly important and memorable to you. Did you feel freedom, abundant, love, happiness? These are some examples of values. Step 5. Prioritize your top values. This step is probably the most difficult because you'll have to look deep inside yourself, and I invite you to really dig deep on this, and it's because it's the most important step, because when making decisions, you have to choose between solutions that may satisfy different values. This is when you must know which value is most important to you. So if you can right now, put them in order from top value to still one of your top values, whether that's 3, 4, 5 values, whatever, however many values you do have. And I really want you to look at your first 2 values and ask yourself, if I could satisfy only one of these, which would I choose? It might help to visualize a situation in which you have had to make a decision or choice. For example, if you compare the values of service and stability, imagine that you must decide whether to sell your house and move to another country to do valuable foreign aid work, or keep your house and volunteer to do charity closer to home. Keep working through the list by comparing each value with each other value until your list is in the correct order. From 1 to 3 or 1 to 4, 1 to 5, however many top values you do have, I do suggest that you do have a maximum of 5, just so that it gets really, really clear and core, then also a minimum of 2. Step number 6, reaffirm your values. Check your top values and make sure that they fit with your life and vision for yourself. Do these values make you feel good about yourself? Are you proud of your top 3 values? Would you be comfortable and proud to tell your values to people you respect and admire? Do these values represent things you would support, even if your choice isn't popular and it puts you in the minority? When you consider your values in decision making, you can be sure to keep your sense of integrity and what you know is right, and approach decisions with confidence and clarity. You'll also know that when you're doing what is best for you and your future, this brings happiness, fulfillment, satisfaction, and alignment into your life. And this is a snippet of my Values and Visionary workshop that I do have for tonight. We dive super deep into your values to help you visualize the life you want and take the aligned steps to create your new reality. I will leave the link below in the show notes for you, and so excited for you to join. I know this is going to be super transformational. Knowing your values is like the gears in a car. You can't get from A to B if you don't know how to get there. Thank you so much for listening and tuning in today. I really appreciate it and love recording these episodes for you guys, even when I'm on the tail end of a cold, because one of my highest values is impact.